Right, so I'm 52 and I live in a town that I was born in, so I've seen it change quite a lot. I went from really, I say 1 to 11 without meeting anybody who wasn't white and English, but that's not true. There was a lovely lass called Barbara, and we all did the 100-metre relay. There was me, Barbara, Elizabeth and Jane. But I never saw her as being different, even though now I look back and yes, she was definitely not white. And everybody spoke English. And now here I am, 42 years later. Oh, and I say everybody spoke English. Now I also heard Welsh, because we would go to Wales every summer for 2 weeks camping. It was amazing. So now I get on a bus and I'm lucky if anybody speaks English. There are people walking around in clothes that aren't English, is all I can say. I mean, Boris Johnson got told off because he turned around and said these women that wear the full whatever were like pillar boxes. They are. They actually are. And I don't understand why he got ribbed for it. You know, he was just saying what we were all thinking. So yes, and it's strange when I look at my town, and when I was 12, the people from London, who were all white English, but they were Londoners, they were foreigners to me, you know? And then I've gone all over the world and seen other countries, and it is only the ones that speak English that have really done this. Like I say, Canada, Australia, America, and the UK. And it's frustrating, because the English are such a closed-off race that they lap up everything the media tells them, all the lies, everything. I think the closest person we've got to telling us the truth is Nigel Farage. Then there's Tommy Robinson, who has been painted so badly. And then only the other day I watched an interview that a non-white person had done with him, and it was the non-white person who was being racist towards Tommy the whole time. It was absolutely ridiculous, because all he was saying was about Black Lives Matter, and that as an organisation it's horrible, which anybody who just opens their eyes a little bit and turns around and does a little bit of research knows this. So it's going to be a hard struggle in England, I think. It really is. I mean, the worst is, I understand the universities, I understand how they're indoctrinated. I've got a son who has been, though luckily he does have me as his mother, so I'm trying to get him to open his eyes to the atrocities and what actually the Labour is, because like I've said, looking at Chinese communists, that is exactly what the far left is. You have to agree with them, otherwise you will be in trouble, which is just ludicrous. So I'm going to start doing some videos of around my town as well, so you can understand what I'm saying. If you understand your own country, which obviously you all do, you'll see the difference in England, that we do have everybody from every walk of life, every country, and they've taken over. So anyway, that's a bit more about who I am and what's going on in England. I just felt I needed to get that out today. So people, stop calling me a racist, a bigot, a homophobe, whatever. I'm none of those things, none of them. I love my country, I love people. I'm ashamed of most countries, of how they treat their people. I don't think actually there's probably one country that hasn't done something that I could say, oh my gosh, I personally wouldn't have done that. So, yeah. Anyway, God bless you all. Thank you for listening to me. Just turn around and saying all that. Talk to you all later.